Things are getting interesting in the NBA on ESPN. The Jazz come in with a defense that really needs some better players. They try hard, but you've either got it or you don't on the defensive end, and they don't. They will be squaring off versus the Suns, who come in expecting to continue running their offense like a well-oiled machine. One of the best things about them is how they value every possession and refuse to make those costly turnovers. So without delay, let's go to Salt Lake City, where Bob Steele and Rod West are ready to call the action. Welcome, everybody. We're here at the Delta Center in Utah. Bob Steele here with Rod West at my side. Let's take a quick look at the starters tonight. Who's going to shine out there, Rod?
Shawn Marion is a 20-point-plus scorer a game, Bob, so the defense better not forget to keep an eye on it.
Rod, thanks. It's time for the player intros.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions. For the Phoenix Suns, at center, Jake Sakalidis. At forward, Tom Cugliata. At guard, Joe Johnson. Also at guard, Stephon Marbury. Also at forward, Shawn Marion. And now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Utah Jazz. At the center position, out of Stanford, 7 feet deep, number 22, Watson. At forward, out of Louisiana Tech, 6'9", number 32, Carl Malone. At the other forward position, from Russia, 6'9", number 47, Andrei Kirilenko. At guard, out of Washington Union High School, 6'5", number 2, Deshaun Stevenson. At the other guard position, out of Gonzaga, 6'1", number 12, John Stockton.
The Jazz corral the opening tip-off.
Go, 14. Blitz, 4, blitz. Watch the screen.
Stockton gets vertical. Watches the lay-in.
Good rebound on the inside.
Fought for it and got it.
That's how you fight for the offensive rebound.
Orchard capitalizes on the second chance opportunity. The Suns have the ball in a small deficit, 2-0. Passes it.
3-eye.
Johnson passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Short shot and missed by Sakalidis. The defensive rebound by Orchard.
Sakalidis did the impossible. He made a bad defender look good.
Fades away inside. Bounces off the left rim and out. Orchard just over 4 minutes here in the first quarter. Bounce pass. Lets it go from 7 feet out. Gets right iron, no good.
Marion has to score in that situation. When you're that much better than the defender that's guarding you, you have to take advantage.
Stockton is pummeled and will have an opportunity to get 2 from the line. He gets the first of 2. He gets them both. Cugliata inbounds the ball. The Suns are just behind here, 4-0. Grabbed by Johnson. Stolen!
Boy, that was a gift-wrap ball for the defense, Bob. He was just way too lazy on that pass.
Pick him up. Passes. They push it inside. 7 seconds to shoot. Count that last jumper by Malone. Just over 3 minutes here in the first quarter.
Marbury dishes it off. Leaps up. Goes by for the lay-in.
Bob, this was good defense, but an even better balancing act by the shooter.
Easy to see the contact, Rod, but look at the body control to get this off.
Highlight film material, my man. Big-time shot.
Just under 3 minutes here in the first quarter.
Get him!
Passes it.
Switch.
Malone fires from the right block. It's blocked. Kirilenko with the inbound. Passes. Stockton takes one step too many and ends up out of bounds.
He just lost concentration, didn't keep track of his feet, and then lost it out of bounds. He's got to keep his mind in the game, Bob.
Double. Johnson with the ball. The J was missed by Johnson. It's stolen. Takes the turnaround J. Hits the front rim.
Gugliotta has the uncanny ability to blow even the easiest shots inside. That's sad.
Rod, check this out on replay.
He gets the bucket and he'll go to the line. Let's see how he did it.
Well, there's the bump right there, Rod, and he managed to throw up the made shot. Bit of an ugly shot, but it goes in.
Hey, that's all that counts is that he made the shot.
He completes the three-point play. Stevenson will leave the floor.
Get him! I got him!
Marbury passes the ball. Goes with the crossover. One-handed jam by Johnson.
Johnson was going with the dunk all the way. No hesitation.
Just over 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes it.
No, step up. 5 on the 2.
Launches from beyond the arc. Can't drop the lightly contested shot.
Kirilenko isn't even going to dwell on that last shot. He knows he should have made it, so he'll wait to redeem himself when the next open three comes around.
Passes.
Quick.
Gets stopped by Borchard. Inside. Shoots from the paint. Can't sink the well-defended shot. Nice rebound for the 19-year man out of Gonzaga. Passes it. Takes the quick shot. Gets nothing but net.
Borchard didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Sakalidis throws it in. Marbury makes the pass. It's stolen.
That's smart basketball. The double team is especially effective under the net because it really limits where you can go.
Now by Kirilenko. The fadeaway was no good by Kirilenko. Sakalidis grabs the defensive board. The Suns have the ball. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Nothing but net by Gugliotta.
Now that's just good court smarts to anticipate the D and adjust the shot. Really nice play, Bob.
56 seconds here in the first quarter. Passes.
Going inside. Get him. Watch the pitch.
7 seconds to shoot.
Pin down.
Passes it. Stockton shoots with the clock winding down. Can't answer back.
Johnson is playing too aggressively. That's already 2 fouls, and we're still in the first quarter.
He can't get the first. Sakalidis will come off the floor. Borchard will head to the bench.
They can go 2 for 1 here if they hurry, Bob.
The Suns can cut into the lead with a basket here. Marbury launches from beyond the arc. Gets back iron and out.
Marbury is a good shooter from long distance, but the defender met the challenge on that one. The Jazz
would love to extend their lead this trip down. Stockton is hacked and will go to the line for a couple.
got him on the arm during the shot. The ref says put him on the line.
He can't get the first. He takes the second. Kirilenko will leave the floor. Marion inbounds the ball.
The Suns
are at the controls. They're shooting 37% from the floor. Inside, Hardaway releases, misfires, the steal. Marion takes the shot from the elbow, can't get the buzzer beater. There's the horn, and at the end of one, it's 13-6.
The Jazz
have the lead after one period, Ron. What's the key stat as far as you're concerned?
assists, Bob. They're really showing what a good passing team they are. They're clicking together offensively and have the advantage on the scoreboard. An unselfish team is always at an advantage.
Substitution for the Jazz.
I got it. Get him. Watch the screen.
Marbury passes.
Tee it up.
Gets cut off by Hartbreak. Passes. 7 on the shot clock. There's the steal.
That's a great job to close after the crossover and get a hand on the orange. Quick hands right there, Bob.
Passes it.
Good job. Tee it up.
Springs up. Gets the lay-in. Williams with the inbound. Passes.
The Suns
Work it up court. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Pulls the trigger from 8. Puts too much on it. It's loose.
13 down. Help down low.
Lobbed.
Help down low.
In low.
Get him.
31. Takes a turnaround J. Doesn't get it all the way there. Marbury passes it. Received by Hardaway. Hardaway uses the leader inside. Gets the far iron, but it goes in.
It's always tougher to hit a jumper while you're moving.
He shows perfect concentration and control and knocks it down. .31. Throws it in.
Ball.
The Jazz
Can extend their lead this trip down. They'd love to do that.
Good job.
Into the low post.
2C.
Gains some altitude. Marbury is going to be hit with a blocking call. That'll be his second foul of the game. He gets the first of 2. Marion will come off the floor. Marion looks fresh coming back on the floor.
I got him.
The Suns
Have the rock. They're shooting 33% from the floor. Passes it.
Help down low.
Shoots. Can't drop down his shot.
Marion was playing the percentages there. He generally makes that shot, but not that possession.
It's picked off.
The Suns
Head into the front court. They're 1 out of their last 6 from the floor. Johnson with the rock. Stolen.
smart read by the defensive guy, Bob. He saw what was going down, jumped out to pick the pass.
Passes. Pass caught by Stockton. 7 seconds to shoot. Launches from beyond the arc. Hits the front rim.
That's a tough defensive matchup, but they did play it pretty good, and they prevented the three.
Pass low post. Knocked off course.
The Jazz
Have it. They haven't hit a shot from the arc.
perfect timing of the double team, Bob. You can look it up if you don't believe me. They trapped down low, the man had nowhere to go, and the defense came away with the steal. That's what they wanted.
Gugliotta swatted that one away, and it's his first block of the game. Passes it.
14 cross. Box power.
Marbury passes the ball. Springs up. Kirilenko gets whistled for blocking. That's his first foul of the game.
He's such an amazing athlete, Bob. How many guys can throw it down like he can?
Oh, not many at all, Rod. That's why he's a regular on all the nightly sports highlight shows. Harpring will head to the bench. Sakalides comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. .31 inbounds the ball.
The Jazz
Bring it up. They're 0 out of their last 2 from the arc. Passes.
What's the pick?
7 on the shot
Go,
clock.
14.
Stockton takes a wide open shot. Gets it to fall.
Timeout, Suns.
Will leave the
for the
floor.
Jazz.
Pick him up.
The Suns
Can trim this lead down and bring it close with the bucket here. Johnson makes the pass.
One-on-one.
7 seconds to shoot. Jumper was buried by Marbury.
Marbury is such a double threat. He can use that crossover to take the ball to the rim or pull up on you just like he does here.
Rod, how long has that move been around?
Bobby, the crossover move has been around since the late 60s, though most NBA fans think it's something that Tim Hardaway or Allen Iverson invented.
Karolinko with the inbound. Stockton brings it up. He's 1 out of his last 4 from the floor. Passes it.
Stay in, stay in. Watch out inside.
Fades away inside. Can't answer back.
That shot didn't come off quite as planned, and the D was able to thwart it without much effort.
Stuck in.
Launches from beyond the arc. Gets back iron and out.
Marbury has to take the blame for that. That pick was pretty good, and he should have been able to lose that defender.
Definitely on the way down there. That's goaltending. Count the bucket. The J was missed by Malone.
They can go 2 for 1 here if they hurry, Bob.
Marbury has the ball. He's shooting 50% from the floor. Johnson has it. Rod, here's a second look.
He couldn't have run that play any better. He used the pick to shed his defenders and squared up for the open jumper.
That was a solid pick right there. His man is probably wondering what train hit him.
And we'll send him a copy of the tape, and I'm sure that'll let him know. He can also see the sweet jumper that his man knocked down on us, too. Great play.
Malone throws it in.
The Jazz
Will turn it over. Stockton will come off the
Substitution
floor.
for the Jazz.
You know they've got those lines painted there for a reason. A good player knows exactly where he is at all time and does not slip out of bounds like that. The Suns
Have the ball. They're shooting 41% from the floor. Sakalidis gets the second chance bucket.
sort of an ugly shot on the inside, but he gets it where it counts, the scoreboard. The Jazz
Could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down.
Push down low.
Karate passes. Takes the quick shot. Hauls it in by Gugliotta. Caught by Johnson. The clock runs out, and we're heading to the half. The score, 21-18. We're going to step aside for halftime and let Clark give you the first half breakdown.
Welcome to the ESPN Halftime Update. Here's a quick breakdown of the numbers from the first half. The Jazz have the rebounding edge here. They're going to need to work even harder on the boards in the second half because this game is just too close to call. Curtis Borchard in the first half has a total of 8 points and 6 rebounds. He's hot so far, and he's our Sega Sports Hot at the Half player. That's our halftime report. Make sure to tune in to the ESPN postgame show at the conclusion of the game. Let's send it back to Bob and Rod.
Substitution for the Jazz.
Gugliotta inbounds the ball. Passes.
34 counter. 2C.
Pass to the paint. Batted away. 7 on the shot clock. The J was off the mark by Johnson. Stockton has the ball.
Johnson must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
Going inside. Don't get picked.
7 seconds to shoot.
Roll it.
Elevates. It's blocked.
Bad shot. Come on. Run the offense.
Sakalidis.
They did not get a shot off in time. They'll turn it over.
You have to keep an eye on the clock, Bob. Even if you don't have the best shot, you have to take it when the clock is ticking down.
Watch the clear out.
Marbury launches from beyond the arc. Can't tie it up.
Marbury had everything going his way, but that wide open three wouldn't fall for him.
Malone is at the controls. He has 4 points from the paint. Bounce pass in the paint. They're inside. Kicks it out.
Pick coming.
Stevenson gets airborne. Goes by for the lane. Sakalidis with the inbound. Marbury works it up court. He hasn't hit a shot from the arc.
Help down low. Pick coming.
They work it in.
Watch baseline.
Marbury lets it go from 17 feet out. Gets the far iron, but it goes in.
Boy, that's a tough spot to be in against a shooter of his caliber. You've got to bring your all if you want to shut him down. The Jazz
are at the controls. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. From inside, answers right back.
He doesn't normally take those, but he saw an opening, got it to fall.
Marbury has the rock. He's 0 off his last 3 from the arc. Marbury passes it. They push it inside. Johnson puts it up. No way.
Woo, just a little bit too much contact on that one, Bob. You've got to be more in control when you're going strong to the ball like that. Too easy of a call for the ref.
He can't get the first. He misses them both.
The Jazz
work it up court. They haven't hit a shot from the arc. Passes it.
Help down low.
Lob to the paint. In low. Tosses it back out. Malone takes a wide open shot. Puts too much on it.
Malone better have a good excuse for his coach on why he missed that wide open shot. And I'd love to be a fly on the wall to hear that one.
The dunk was just crushed in by Johnson. Stockton heads up court. He's 1 out of his last 5 from the floor.
Push it by.
Now in the paint. Rises up.
Isolated.
Marion throws it in.
The Suns
would love to cut into the lead some more with a bucket here. Lobbed it in the paint. They're inside. Releases from the stripe and hauls it in by Karolenko.
You've got to love the projection right there. That's how you play the game. Makes this old coach proud.
Line it up.
Karolenko goes with the fadeaway. Drains the lightly contested shot. Marbury has it. He's shooting 42% from the floor. Bounce pass.
Hey. Pick him up.
Uses the crossover. Gets airborne. Yanks it down inside.
Johnson makes the pretty crossover, but it doesn't get you any points on the board.
Passes. Stevenson releases from 15. Doesn't get the tough shot.
Deshaun Stevenson had to alter his shot because the defender got so much pressure on him. That's why he missed.
Grabbed by Johnson. High post shot missed by Johnson. Defensive rebound by Karolenko. 55 seconds here in the third quarter.
Ball. Don't get picked. Watch baseline. Get him.
Stockton dishes it off. 7 seconds to shoot. Too long, and it was missed by Borchert. Marbury has the ball. He hasn't hit a shot from the arc. Nice lay-in off the glass by Marbury. Borchert inbounds the ball.
The Jazz
would love to extend their lead this trip down. Passes it. Passes. They work it in. The steal.
Sakalidis continues to pressure the offense into coughing it up and coming away with big-time steals. A few more plays like that, and they just might squeak by with this one.
Johnson takes a quick shot. Gets back iron and out. Hurls it from three-quarter court. Can't get the buzzer beater. We've just finished the third quarter. The score, 29-24.
The Jazz
still cling to a small lead going into the fourth. What's been the key stats so far, Rod?
Three-point shooting, Bob. The shooting numbers between these two teams aren't even close. They need to forget about those threes and concentrate on maintaining this lead.
Stockton passes the ball. 7 on the shot clock. Fires from the post. Bounces it off the left rim and in.
Simple but effective pump fake gets him enough room to bury the J. That's a clever move.
I figured you'd like this play, Rod. He just nails the shot after shaking his man loose with a nice pump fake.
You figured me right, Bob. Call me old-fashioned, but a simple, effective move to get to the bucket? Who can't love that?
Marbury with a bucket here. He can get his 10th point of the game. It's knocked away. The steal.
The Jazz
head into the front court. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Pass back. Malone elevates. Marbury works it up court. He has 4 points from the paint. Passes it.
Pick him up.
Seven seconds to shoot. Uses a crossover. Puts up the shot. A difficult shot and a miss by Johnson. Nabbed by Stockton.
He had a good look, but the D stayed as tight as a new pair of shoes on a rainy day. This is going to be a real close matchup.
Right.
Stockton makes the pass. They push it inside. 7 on the shot clock. Passes. Borchert fires. Doesn't get it all the way there.
Borchert misses it, but you had a pretty even matchup out there. That could have gone either way.
Marbury has the rock. He's 0 off his last 3 from the arc. Seven seconds to shoot. Lob. Gugliotta releases from 15. A defensive rebound by Borchert.
Gugliotta is only an average shooter in the best of conditions, and with the defender all over him, that certainly wasn't the best condition.
Now left wing. Shoots with the clock winding down. Gets the bucket and the foul. He'll go to the line for one more.
You never back down on offense. You go up strong and you finish strong, just like he does here.
Gotta be strong to make a play like that.
Hey, defensively, you never want to foul a jump shooter. Challenge it aggressively, but don't bail him out and hurt your own team by giving up the bucket and the foul.
He completes the three-point play. Sakalides with the inbound. Marbury heads up court. He's 3 out of his last 6 from the floor. Marion passes. Goes with the crossover. Slammed down by Johnson.
Johnson made sure he wasn't going empty-handed by throwing it down.
Stockton has it. He's shooting 28% from the floor. Passes it. Pass right wing. 7 on the shot clock. Stevenson releases from close range. Doesn't get the bucket.
Stevenson needs to improve his inside game. He's too much of a liability on shots like that. The Suns
can cut into the lead with a basket here.
Marion is a high riser. I don't think he cares who's in his way when he takes it home.
He isn't backing down from any confrontations tonight. Malone throws it in. The Jazz bring it up. They're shooting 43% from the floor. Stockton passes it. Malone takes a shot from the elbow. Stockton with the great feed picks up his 6th assist. Passes. In low, kicks it outside. Received by Marion. From the left block, corrals the ball by Borchert.
He had great position and allowed him to snag that rebound. That's how you play this game.
Passes it. Malone releases. Cashes it in for a double-digit ball game.
Malone didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too, and after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Sakalides inbounds the ball. Marbury brings it up. He hasn't hit a shot from the arc. Kick back.
Line. Watch baseline.
Johnson dishes it off.
I got him.
7 seconds to shoot. It's blocked. Stockton now has it.
Bob, you can be as big as an oak tree on defense and still miss the shot block if you're not in position. He kept himself in front of the basket and gave that shot no chance at all.
Up, yeah.
Shoots from just inside the line. Makes up his 5th point of the quarter. He has a total of 12 so far.
They've got themselves a nice cushion here with the clock ticking away. Good place to be, but they can't afford any mental errors.
Ball.
Passes.
Inside.
Passes it.
Get up.
7 on the shot clock. The run cannot be stopped by Sakalidis.
The Jazz
Have the ball. They're 4 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes. Passes it. Takes a turnaround J. Gets back iron and out. That's the end of the ball game. Your final score, 40-28. Game's over, and that's it for us. Make sure you catch SportsCenter so you can stay on top of the latest news in the sports world. Check your local listings for the correct time and channel. That's on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
This is Clark Dishman welcoming you to the ESPN postgame show. The Jazz come away with a big 12-point win over the Suns. They now move to 3-9 on the year. The Jazz just made a determined effort tonight to only take high-percentage shots. The opposing team just couldn't pressure their shooters enough, and that proved to be the big difference tonight. Curtis Borchard finished with a total of 8 points and 10 rebounds. He's our ESPN Player of the Game. He was the difference tonight. And that's all we have for you tonight. I'm Clark Dishman. We'll see you next game.